middle of the
Get out
school.
of the student union.
Get out of that student union, folks. Walk across the quad. Throw the doors open of the lecture hall. It's time for Days for Dummies. Hi, everybody. It's me, Matt.
It's me, Cat. Hi.
And it's me, Angela, with Matt and Kat.
It's Angela. It's Professor Angela. She's back. She's here. She's with us.
I am.
I'm excited for that. She needed a lot of rest and recovery after that big podcast-a-thon 2 weeks ago.
Well, I mean, Vinny and I didn't even do our podcast Monday night one for 2 weeks. That was mainly because Vinny was sick, but still.
Well, when you're up for 26 hours
Did
straight.
he wear himself out? Did he wear himself too thin and got sick?
Well, he got a virus of some sort.
Oh, okay.
Not the vid, though, everybody. Not the vid. He's okay.
Not the vid.
Everybody's all
not
right.
the vid, and not the P pneumonia either.
Pneumonia.
Yeah.
Did he have a bad cupcake? Is that what it is? He ate another tainted Salem cupcake.
Maybe. Good for his.
So, Matt.
Yeah.
You mentioned that we would have a 30-minute timer. Did you start it yet?
I didn't.
Is there anybody in the chat?
Well, Jeannie's here in Kaiwan. Hi, Jeannie in Kaiwan.
Hi, you guys.
Good morning and
happy
and
Thanksgiving passed over now.
Happy post Thanksgiving. But yeah, I do have a 30-minute timer. You ready for me to click this button and get it started? All right.
30-minute timer. That's always exciting.
Boom. What's going to happen at the end of the 30-minute timer, which has now begun?
You have to stay on the edge of your seat to know.
I'm so excited and I'm so ready to find out what it is. I already know what I'm supposed to say. And that was a good. We have a good 10 to 15 second delay before YouTube even shows people what we say. Look at that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because that's just how long it takes for I don't know.
Okay.
There's always a delay in live broadcasting, but I don't have a dump button, so I don't really know what it's for, other than just a delay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever, who cares? Hi, hey, Laura's here. Sandra's here. Good morning, everybody. I'm still waking up. I'm still having my coffee in my Dunkin' Donuts cup.
I'm still having my coffee, too, in my disposable cup, because I just like to use them home.
I have a Snapple peach tea.
Ooh, see, she's a couple hours later. It's
I like
lunchtime.
the Snapple.
Well, I haven't gone to Dunks yet. I actually slept until about 27 minutes ago, got up, quickly walked the dogs, and here I am. I have not had a chance to go to Dunks yet.
Is that what you say out there? Is that you call it Dunks? It's not Dunkin's. Yeah. It's not Dunkin' Donuts. It's Dunks.
Well, this is where it's from, so we can call it whatever the F we want.
Well, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I was asking for confirmation.
Yeah, everybody here calls it Dunks. Yeah.
The first time I ever went to a Dunkin' Donuts, I was in Mass. There was none out here. There is now.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
But the first time I went years ago, I was in Mass.
I'm pretty sure it's Massachusetts state law that they have to have one every 100 feet.
That makes sense. It's like freeway exits out here.
There is a lot. They're like Starbucks in California is like on every block almost, like you're saying.
That's Dunks here.
Yeah. But it's Dunks there.
In Logan Airport, they have like 7 of them.
I love the way you just said airport. I loved it.
Oh. So at Logan Airport, so you basically next to every gate, in every terminal, they're everywhere there. You finish one coffee drink with a couple of shots
just in time to get to the next location.
To pound some more.
I bet each terminal has 2 or 3.
Does the bathroom tanks on the airplanes that leave Boston are those larger than the average airplane?
Maybe.
Well, Sandra's drinking hazelnut coffee, and so that's great. That's great.
Oh,
Crack open your textbooks, folks. We got to get into it, all right? We got to talk about days of our lives, all right? We got to talk about Salem, Illinois.
Yes, let's talk about Salem.
In the grand year of 2024, not 1985, because I didn't watch any olden days this week.
You didn't?
I didn't. I didn't work it into my schedule.
It was the holiday.
You know what?
He was more worried about how his turkey was going to turn out.
It's true.
Yeah, you know what? I was concerned about their turkey. I actually called him on Thanksgiving morning as I prepared mine and said, don't know what to do. Do this. Because I had seen it on Facebook several times with his roommate talking about the turkey that he don't know what to do with.
So I threw it.
But it was already in the oven.
But it was already in the oven because I got up early. I got up early, folks. All right, to prepare this turkey. I was up no later than 7:30. And the first thing I did was start cooking.
Well, okay. Well, one, that is not early on Thanksgiving. Before I used to put my turkey in the night before, I would get up at like 5 at the latest. But I always had like a massive like 25-pound turkey because of all the kids and everything. No,
so I didn't have a massive 25-pound turkey.
Yeah.
Mine was done in 3 hours.
No.
How much did it weigh, Matt?
I don't know.
Mine was 16-pounder.
I have no clue.
Kind of a medium.
I don't know.
Medium
Does it
size.
matter? How heavy was the Kyriakis turkey? How heavy was the turkey that Bonnie effed up?
Yeah, she messed that up, didn't she?
She sure did.
I just love Bonnie on that show. I really do. And I just love Judy, the actress that plays her. I love her.
It's so great because now that we've watched enough Days of Our Lives, we actually have faves. And that's a joy.
Exactly, I do.
That's a joy. That's a joy.
Well, it's funny with you guys being new because a lot of people are predisposed, like people who have watched for a long time are predisposed to not like Bonnie because they loved Paulina.
Or Adrian or whatever.
Adrian, that's what I meant. Sorry. I'm, as I said, still waking up. Adrian.
Yes. Yes.
So they, feel a bias against poor Bonnie.
I think even Judy Evans or whatever her name is also is like, I don't really quite understand why I'm Bonnie and not Adrian, but I'm happy to be employed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I love this week? I loved Justin's suggestion of pizza.
I know. I wrote that down. Wally pizza on Thanksgiving joke is what I wrote down as a note.
And Frank is sitting there with that Jim Carrey angrily chewing thing.
It's like there's certain times where either Ron is like, I still wish I was writing for General Hospital, or
he's like, this is really pissing off.
Yeah, I'm gonna jab General Hospital so Maurice does a backflip.
Yeah.
Well, I loved it.
Now I'm wondering if we're going to see that on Beyond the Gates because now Ron's writing for.
So he's writing there, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be watching for the General Hospital Easter eggs, maybe General Hospital and Days of Our Lives Easter eggs.
So did he?
Because he's got lots of.
I didn't know he was going to go work for the Gates.
Yeah, he's
on the write for the Gates.
Yeah, he's on the writing staff.
But the staff writer though, not head writer.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's head writer.
They're telling him what to write.
You know who's on the directing staff?
We do.
Matt?
We do.
Yep. I wasn't sure if you had told Mom or not.
Well, yeah, I discussed it with Mom. We haven't really talked about it on the air because it's not really our job. Oh, gosh. But yeah. So some familiar faces over there hanging out and Beyond the Gates.
Mm-hmm. So Ron, did he quit on day?
He got fired.
He got let go.
Yep. Maybe
he really wanted that anyway, because maybe he wants to go right on the Gates.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
but he went from head writer to not head writer, so
as fun as Body and Soul is, and as fun as Double Tainted Cupcakes over the last 2 years is, I can see why the show might have seen room for them to move into a different direction with somebody else. It's been a long time.
I don't think, on soaps, I don't think anybody should be head writer for more than 4 or 5 years.
It's so thick today, Angela. Have you been hanging out with a bunch of family?
I'm tired.
What it is? Yes, well,
I'm tired.
I see.
Well, I love it. See, when you get tired, your accent comes out. When I get excited, my Southern comes out.
Tired, excited, angry. My kids laugh their asses off. I'm angry because the accent's really thick and I'm talking real fast. Uh-huh. They're like, we don't understand you. I'm like, oh, this has happened. This is helping my anger.
I love that Steve called Justin Dimples. It was nice to see kind of the Bradys and Kyriakis chilling.
I loved it.
You know,
at the pub, Thanksgiving at the pub, I like.
Yeah. You know, I mean, also from an olden days standpoint, seeing these two families hanging out is wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy wild.
Are they supposed to be like forever enemies or something?
Well,
forever ever.
I mean, the people who really didn't get along are dead now. So
yeah, that's the thing. You know, Victor and
Sean.
Stefano are dead. So and Sean,
Victor,
right?
Sean,
So
all of them, they didn't get along.
Yeah.
Okay.
But their kids seem to have gotten over it.
Right.
I guess they figured that was the old guy's battles to
The whole thing with Victor, he came in and he had this old relationship with Caroline that they had kept secret. He was like, she was like his love from youth when he spent some time growing up in Salem a little bit before moving back to Greece or whatever it was to create his empire with Constantine. Yeah, you do a couple of years in small town Salem that doesn't even have a state yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the whole idea was Victor was kind of like this threat to the Bradys because of Caroline's heart for him still after all this time, and also his very bad ways.
That is true. Adrian is Steve's sister, or was Steve's sister.
Oh.
So Steve and Justin, I totally forgot about that. Steve and Justin were family for a long time.
Oh. So Adrian is Steve's sister.
Yeah.
And now she's gone.
And Jack is Steve's brother.
Jack is Steve's brother?
Half brother.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's so much drama.
Well, we never see Steve and Jack together ever.
Well, no wonder people on Twitter were... Yeah. No wonder people on Twitter were like, well, I want some Steve and Jack scenes.
Yeah. You were wondering, and now you know.
Now I know. It's not because they were best good friends or great cops together. No.
No. They were,
They share a father? They share a mother. Which one?
I think a mother.
That means maybe they grew up together then. They're more likely to have actually grown up together.
Steve and Jack's sister Adrian. Oh, goodness gracious. My gosh. The first time Amaya writes Steve and Jack's sister. The first time I read that, I was like, Steve is Jack's sister? Yeah. What? There's some stories we didn't cover yet. Adrian is also Jack's sister. I watched a few old episodes, 1985. They do speak on it. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Days of Our Lives. So good.
See, you don't watch your historic days, and
my olden days.
You probably would have learned that this week.
I might have.
It'd be really funny if the next thing you watch is that.
It's like Jack falls into the fish fry. Steve. No, I think Steve's still chasing Melissa and Pete. I think Jack's a little further away. Go see Patch. Send Patch. You're relying, Patch.
Back then, they used to call him Patch all the time.
All the time. His name
now
is
they
Patch.
Call him Steve.
All right, Patch. No, I remember talking to Stephen Nichols about it at Day of Days. He's like, I still wish they kind of called me Patch. I mean, there was something that Steve liked about it. I still wear it.
Exactly.
He wants them to call him Patch, but not Old Patchy.
But not Old Patchy, no.
I wonder.
What's that?
Having to have that one eye covered so much over the years. I wonder if it's affected his vision. I wonder.
It might have, but I would think in between takes he just flips the sucker up.
Yeah.
Probably.
You see him like that a lot on set when he does his little behind the scenes.
Can you
things.
Imagine if he forgets to flip it down and nobody notices it and they air it with it just up?
And here's the thing. Days probably would, because
they probably
they
would.
are the kings of one take.
Yep.
Little Mike in the scene. Oh well.
Moving right along. Oh, that extra's wig is on backwards. Let's just continue. We
Go
just
with
need
it.
to continue.
Yeah, it's like, we didn't hit it out of the park this time, but we'll take the foul ball. Who cares?
So that's why he uses Devereaux. He uses
Yeah,
Jack was given up for adoption. Yeah. Okay, so they didn't grow up together.
Oh, I see.
So that's why he's Jack Devereaux. Okay, all right. Well, I guess that makes total sense now. Why Steve was so interested in what was going on with the whole cat and what's her name thing.
Oh yeah.
The one that's missing from the grave.
Yeah.
That lady.
Katerina.
The one she was.
Yeah. The
Abigail. Yeah. Abigail's not in the grave.
Yeah, I was sitting there going, Amanda. No, again. I gotta wake up. Good Lord.
Jack's
17 minutes left on the timer.
I know, isn't it crazy? Jack's real name by birth is Billy. Billy Johnson. Old Billy Johnson.
So when they just decided so they decided to make him like that badass from the 70s, Billy Jack.
Oh gosh, we just need a Billy Clyde tumble to fall through. That's all we need.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I cracked myself up.
Billy Johnson, Abigail. Hi, Amaya. I'm just reading the chat now. I'm also pretty tired. I don't know what it is about holidays and having to cook for yourself, but it takes you out for days, and I'm not even old.
I tell you, I worked
okay, if you say so.
Maybe I am.
I worked my tail off on Thanksgiving. You know what I made yesterday?
What'd you make yesterday?
I saw it on the TikTok, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
You take yourself some extra, you have to add a little chicken broth to it, but you take all of your leftovers and put them in a pot.
And make a soup?
And make a soup.
Well, look at that.
If you have leftover, so you have leftover like mashed potatoes and stuff, it makes it real creamy.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that yesterday. It was delicious.
Look at that, folks. Get it right here.
And the way the mashed potatoes kind of disappear into it and the stuffing kind of disappeared into it too, it flavors it, but you don't see that in the soup. It's really good.
You make it happen, folks. You come right here for your recipes, okay? You turn this on for Days of Our Lives talk, and you walk away knowing what
I was going to say, well, eventually we'll have to make a Days for Dummies cookbook.
Hey, yeah, look at that. All right. This is the snacks, the meals that you should be eating while watching Days of Our Lives. While enjoying
I highly recommend it. It's really delicious.
Oh, gosh. So how long is it going to take before Xander just kicks the tar out of Philip? That's what I want to know.
Philip is
Does he still have his bat?
Right? You should probably keep that thing nearby. It's a good old Louisville slugger.
We hadn't, in the time we've been watching, Matt, you and I have not seen that much of Philip. Philip was on when we first started watching, and he was gone, and now he's back.
Yeah. And now you're back.
He is a scandalous little guy, isn't he? Yeah, I don't.
He and Kate have a mission, and they're going to see it through. They will take Titan for themselves.
He's going to try, isn't he?
If I was in that situation in that family, instead of trying to take Titan, I would just ask Xander to just write me a check every once in a while.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to do the work of running the damn company, but hey, if you could just be like, I'm on the payroll.
No, but the thing is, on Days of Our Lives, though, these characters don't necessarily want all this money. What they want is power.
The power.
They love power.
Kate just gets
Philip. Because nothing is quite as powerful as being CEO of a Midwestern.
Titan is global, okay? Just like Victor Kiriakis was, okay?
Yes.
That man died over international waters, all right?
Yeah. But Philip, you know what Philip is taking the place for me? He's taking because he was kind of swarmy too. He's taking the place of Stefan.
Then why get rid of Stefan? Just keep using Stefan. We don't need a Philip.
Well, I actually am not on board with Days of Our Lives, and I don't know why he's gone, but I like Brandon Barash. I don't want him to be gone off Days of Our Lives. I was disappointed that he's gone.
We were talking.
I think it's time for Johnny Zakara to get over.
We were talking last week, Angela, about how GH should do a Christmas time nurses ball, and then and then we get Eddie Main, playing Jingle Bell Rock, and then he introduces on the harmonica Johnny Zakara.
Zakara, yeah, that'd be funny.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, I would love it.
There is a dates cookbook that I have from the cast recipes, says Sue. I have around here, I think it's within grasp, something that I've already shown off once. Here it is. But we picked this up at Dave Dates. I've got a couple of Deidre Hall books. One about beauty and one about eating.
Yeah.
So how to be beautiful like Deidre Hall. How does she do it? A beauty book. And then Deidre Hall's Kitchen Close-Up. Fast, frugal, and fabulous food secrets.
It's great.
Well, I thought Deidre Hall was really wonderful this week. And even though she wasn't on that much, but there was one particular, I don't remember exactly what word she was saying, but she kind of like choked on the word. And it was just so believable. It was just so natural and so Deidre Hall, you're a great actress.
She really is, though. Like, what a veteran. Yes, what a veteran. I love seeing her. I really enjoy watching her stuff with Kayla, and then she talks about John, and we're already leading into the John story already. It's like it really is like there's a sandbag on Days of Our Lives right now.
I'm telling you, I not being a viewer for all these couple of decades, like I have other shows. I cried like a baby watching that mess this week.
Right?
I did.
It was so beautifully done.
It was.
It really.
Hi, Michelle.
Gosh, and just the from all of them, but especially Susan, of course.
Oh God, yeah.
Just the genuineness of the grief that we saw. These actors did not have to act.
No.
Right.
No.
Well, the grief was real. I mean, this was
absolutely. It was beautifully done, I thought.
So well done. I mean, I enjoyed Victor's thing, but I think this was better.
I thought it was better too.
Yeah.
I thought it was better too.
I mean, gosh, just to see like the parade of people that come through, and Kristen Alfonso, like to bring her back immediately for that. And so, hey, by the way, Kristen, thank you. Welcome back to the soundstage. We need you to go ahead and hop into this hotel room set, and we're gonna go ahead and play the death of Hope's dad. You ready? All right. Okay. Lights. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And when she was talking to her Bo Brady and telling him how much she needs him, Daddy is gone.
Oh my gosh, Mom, that was really exciting for me. He moved his little finger.
It was awesome.
So now that I've seen a little Bope, early on Bope. Pretty cool. It was actually kind of cool because I get it. I've seen those two crazy kids together. Now they're two crazy old people, but I've seen those two crazy kids together.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to seeing
those two crazy old people. And that hair of his, that luscious hair.
Anytime I see a picture of him.
The two of them had luscious hair.
Anytime I see a picture of him after he cut his hair, I'm like, that's not Bo Brady.
He could be related to my husband. He's got that big, thick Theol hair.
He sure does. He still does, too. Deidre and Susan are doing a Hollywood Christmas parade tonight. There's a Hollywood Christmas parade tonight? How come I'm not going to go?
Yeah, they do it really early.
I want to go to a Hollywood Christmas parade and see Deidre and
it's right down the damn street. Go, man.
I mean, it's a little further down than down the street, but you're right.
Well,
it's not
it's a hell of a lot closer than it is.
Well, it's closer to you than it is to any of us.
Exactly.
Good Lord.
That's cool, though, man.
Yeah, but that's like saying Miami's closer to you than to any of us. Like it's not. That.
No, it is not. No, it is not. You are in LA.
You're right.
Man, you can almost fit to Hollywood. You're so close.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Oh, John Schneider's in it too. Never mind. I'm not going to go. Brady in the 1972 storyline, I feel influenced people to make the Lord storyline. That's what I feel. I don't know what Kaiwan was trying to say there, but I'm glad he's a long-term fan of Days of Our Lives. Oh my gosh. And
I loved all that. And even though I wasn't watching, I loved all the flashbacky stuff.
The flashbacks were beautiful. They did a great job of picking some great stuff. So I don't know who the flashback curator is, but they did well.
Yeah.
They did.
They did.
Speeches about being 18 and going on dates with Julie and dancing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that Julie wasn't even Hope's mama.
No, she's her sister.
It's her sister? Wait, what? Julie is
I read
something.
I read that. Yeah. Read that, Angela, and I had to read it. I had to read it like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, what is this?
Doug slept with Julie's mother. Doug slept with Julie's mother.
And so Julie raised Hope as her, daughter sister?
No, not really. I mean, Hope grew up with Julie as her sister. But yeah.
Wow.
I'm freaked out by that one.
That's a trip.
Man, the 70s were weird. They must have Sora's the hell out of Hope, by the way. Unless she was born like 3 years into the show starting. I don't know how she was 18 in 1982. Unless they sourced the hell out of her.
Well, yeah, they did, but it doesn't.
Gosh, this whole time I thought that Julie was Hope's mama. Oh goodness, good thing these aren't real people that I know, because that would have been really embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they, like soap operas have convoluted,
yeah,
family,
and it's hard to imagine Doug and Julie as this, angsty soap couple now. But back in the day, Doug was a cat.
He seems just so sweet, though.
Right, because he's such a man.
Oh,
okay.
So he's a sweet
guy.
He
had sown his wild oats, though.
Goodness. Oh, goodness. Just dress like Doctor Who. Just dress like Doctor Who, man. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but he used to dress like Doctor Who. Some big old bow ties. What a goofball. I've seen none of it. I've seen in my little 1985 tour, nobody cares about Doug and Julie anymore.
Well, no, they were already...
they were already ancient.
So, like, when did they make them like a legacy couple where they just never split up?
Well, I mean...
when their trouble was over.
It does happen eventually.
Was it the first grandkid? Because it's usually the grandkid.
No, I'd say probably the 90s, because when was the Cruise of Deception?
I have no
Because
idea.
her and Doug was split up during that, weren't they? Because she was doing her little thing with Victor.
Julie was doing something with Victor?
Of course she was. Everybody was doing something with Victor.
Everybody did something with Victor.
You need to understand, Victor Cassadine. Victor Kiriakis was a very rich and powerful man who knew how to speak very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can speak quickly and clearly, you get all the women. You got to watch some Victor. He spoke like lightning. He would slow it down while he was making a point, and then make sure he ends it real quick. Oh, Mr. Donovan.
Yeah, Susan is a lot younger than Bill.
Oh, Mr. Donovan. You know I like a good competition. Yep. Angela laughed that much. That means I was right. That means I need to watch. Yeah, I need to watch some more Stefano to get him, because apparently he was very big and boisterous. Oh, I think let's see. Susan is 20 years younger than Bill. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. Says Sandra. So 20 whole years. No wonder she's still doing cartwheels. So he was like 90, and she's not.
But I wonder how old she is.
I have no idea. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Old enough to be front and center of this storyline, and from my understanding, have a major influence on how it plays out and what goes down and who's going to be there and what people say and yada da da ba.
I think under these circumstances, it was absolutely perfect. I mean,
she's 81.
81.
81.
Wow.
Okay, that's about what I thought she was.
90s.
Yeah, he was what, 96,
7. Julie was definitely...
He was 98 when he died.
Wow, that's so old.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Bill Hayes, for making it that long. Julie was definitely the bad girl in her younger days, says Sandra. Now, we know, we the very first thing that ever happened on Days of Our Lives was she stole that cami or whatever it was. The shawl or whatever. She stole it. That's the very first thing that ever happened on Days of Our Lives. Julie shoplifting. And her parents weren't around. And then they had to call Dr. Tom. And Dr. Tom was displeased.
Oh, Dr. Horton. Huh?
Not mad.
Displeased.
He's just disappointed.
He's very disappointed.
That's
yes, absolutely.
That's the dad thing, right?
Yeah. I tell you, that right there was the most effective thing on me when I was a kid. I didn't care if I pissed my mom off. But if I hurt her feelings or disappointed her, I took that to heart. I did not want to hurt my mom's feelings. But I didn't care if she's mad.
I cared. I cared if my mom was mad. I cared if she was happy. I cared if she was disappointed. I cared if she felt loved. And then everybody called me a suck up my whole life.
Well,
yeah, I was about to say something
so
like
bad
that.
when you was 19 if you were so concerned about my feelings.
Take it so personally. Well, I was just living my life. And Stoller attempted to steal many men. Apparently, Julie she's got a body count, because that's what they say nowadays.
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Doug and Julie were really like the first super couple
of all time.
Pretty much, they were
they took over the OG. World. Wow, they took over the world,
and they were on what was it, Time magazine?
Wow,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty great.
They were.
Well, aren't they pretty unique of being actors that have been married for so long and been on soap opera together? I mean, I don't know about all the soap operas that have ever been on, but I think with their scenarios a little unusual.
Yeah,
I would think so too, because you don't see Haley and Mateo still running around, okay? You don't.
Well, no. Haley and Mateo
they have a talk show now. But that took a long time.
Yeah, they have their talk show. Yeah,
it took a long time, and it took Haley firing every other male co-host until the network was just like, fine, stick Mateo in.
Right?
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh, folks, that was it. I did it. There was a big alarm that buzzed my ears and bothered everybody else.
30 minutes has went by.
30 minutes has gone by. It's time for our major announcement. It's time for me to tell you what it is that we've been waiting to tell you. You know how it is with these 30-minute timers.
Mm-hmm.
We click them, we chit-chat for half an hour, it goes off, and then I tell you something. And this year, this time, right now, I'm going to tell you, thanks. Thanks for watching. That's all.
That is not what he's going to tell you. He is such a smart ass.
I appreciate you all for joining us every week. And I hope you're able to join us again next week at 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern, as we'll be sitting on this.
Why are we doing a different time, Matt, next week?
Because I don't like you, Angela, and I want you to come here in the afternoon.
So you want me to have to? You want me to be able to sleep in longer?
No,
Wow, you really suck at not liking someone.
That's kind of been true his whole life.
Punish me, baby, punish me. Okay.
I'm sorry, noon for a podcast for you is too hard for you to come to, Angela. We have to be here at 9 a.m., by the way.
Okay, listen.
Mm-hmm.
So join us next week at 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, as we're going to sit down with Days of Our Lives legend, a major superstar, and a man that we've been making fun of nonstop for the last 3 weeks here on Days for Dummies.
Yeah, we have.
One Mr. Brian DiTillo. He's gonna come hang out with us. Lucas Horton will be here next week on Days for Dummies, talking about the olden days, talking about the current days, talking about his daughter's new career trajectory.
I am so excited about this one because Lucas and Sammy were one of my OGs.
I told Angela she has to come to this one.
I am going to be fangirling the hell out of this.
Well, I know Angela wants to be there. She wanted to be there last time. She was ill.
I did. Mm-hmm. I did. I know. But I, in sickness or in health, I will be there.
She's gonna figure.
I will have like tissue stuffed up my nose if my nose is too runny.
There you go.
I'll have. Yeah.
But yeah. So next week on December 8th, live right here on this very channel. So subscribe now if you aren't a subscriber. Yeah. We'll be chit-chatting with Brian DiTillo, talking about Lucas Horton, talking about all of that good fun stuff. I think that he's sitting in the funeral for Doug, so I'm sure we can talk about some of his memories.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm real excited about that too.
Come hang out with us and Lucas Horton, folks. Come hang out with us. Now you don't have to worry about a timer anymore. It's all over.
I'm even more excited from being at Day of Days and sitting right behind him. I mean, going to the concert of the Day Players and sitting right behind him. He is a character. This is going to be.
He is fun.
So
he's like he's almost like Tristan Rogers, that he's like uncensored fun too.
Yeah, so
he's like, I don't have anyone to impress, and I don't care. I'm Lucas. They're not going to recast Lucas. When they need Lucas, they're going to call me no matter what I say.
It's going to be fun. I feel like
I can insult Ken Corday's dog.
This is going to be one of those interviews where I feel like I can just kind of sit back, and then Mom and Angela can just handle it.
Well, kind of. He does seem like the kind of person that all you're going to have to do is, "Hey, Brian," da, 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 and then he's
and he'll be off.
He'll just take off.
It'll be fabulous. I can't wait.
Jeannie, so you guys don't miss it.
Don't miss it. Subscribe now and like this video while you're at it, because I want you to. Sue says, "Good get, congrats." Jeannie says he's so funny. I met him several times. He used to take his shirt off at Day of Days. I don't know if he's going to be taking his shirt off live on YouTube, so don't get too excited for that.
Well, if he does it, you got to do it, Matt.
No thanks. Doug and Julie were on Time Magazine and was a big deal, and Sue has a copy.
I was actually it's cool. So funny. I got distracted because I was looking up the picture to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to send you.
Oh, she's looking up the picture to send us. Oh, how sweet. So that's really cool. I didn't know that Doug and Julie had been kind of like the first super couple, like the magazine covers super couple. Of course, Tom and Alice, we call them a super couple. They've been together and they will always be together. They've been together since the inception of time. We saw a flashback of them as young people together. Like they were married for 100 years.
Yeah.
And God,
so I'm
her
curious.
donuts were great.
I'm curious, Professor, you might know this. Do Bill and Susan have children together?
I know he had kids from his first marriage. I just don't know if they did, but I will find out. Hold on.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's going to be more waterworks next week, but I didn't want to miss all that, even though it made me cry. I loved it. I thought it was so well done, so beautiful.
Gorgeous, of course. Gorgeous. So the funeral is going to be beautiful. I love seeing Kristen Alfonso. The flashbacks were amazing. I like how they just took the video and didn't try to digitally enhance it or spend any extra time or anything. There's something about hazy VHS that makes me feel very happy. Very comfortable. I don't know.
I texted the picture to you guys.
Okay, thank you. I don't know if it's necessarily like a uncanny valley thing or whatever, because I've never been the biggest fan of supremely huge high definition. So going back to see some of that hazy VHS broadcast quality tape, not your VHS quality at home, but the broadcast quality tape. That was fun for me because I'm a dork like that. This is one of the most dramatic soap pictures I think I've ever seen. For a magazine cover, because usually they're hanging on each other and trying to look sexy or trying to look like, ooh, we love each other. But no, man, look at this is drama.
Yeah.
But
wow.
But if this was let's see, there's no 1976. So this was a good 10 years into Days of Our Lives. So 20 years into television, this is kind of soaps, maybe catching attention in some sort of national coverage early on. I don't want to say it for the first time, because I'm sure somebody talked about something.
Yeah.
But proof that I don't know, it's rising in the mainstream, becoming something that people are actually into. It's so dramatic, Mama.
I know, it's cool.
I sent it to her too.
I love this.
Susan is absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely, yes. And her boobs are all hanging out, and it's just the middle of this Time magazine. I'm sure in 1976.
Yeah, she was a siren.
I'm sure in 1976 there was all kinds of people covering the front of this magazine with a piece of cardboard saying, "This is smut."
They did not have any children, but she was stepmother to his 5 children from his first marriage.
Wow, he had 5 babies. He was married for a while before then.
Well, you can have 5 kids in 5 years. Just keep them coming.
You can, yes.
Just keep them coming. Hey, thanks, Easy. Central Mail. Yeah. So Kaiwan had commented that I put on the wrong background. We have been broadcasting with my GH background. So I switched that up. Thank you very much, Kaiwan.
Oh, so sorry, huh?
You know, I'm not perfect. What do you want from me?
I didn't even notice.
I'm just
I
not
don't
perfect.
see it, so I don't.
Yeah, Mom's just talented. She don't watch nothing.
I was gonna say I have the chat up on my other laptop. So
Definitely the original Super Couples to Sandra. Well, I mean, it's great. It's great in a historical way. From watching and just appreciating the genre of soap operas and the sheer amount of time that Bill Hayes Bill Hayes and Susan Seaforth have given us, like pretty much their whole lives, definitely their entire marriage. So and broadcast that through fantasy, of course, but still broadcast to for us.
Yeah.
Julie being the first character, essentially, that we saw in Days of Our Lives, and watching her life and her loves and her kids and, well, sister. And then up to the end of her relationship with Doug in their olden age. It's a beautiful thing that television was able to do.
Yeah. I'd love to talk to her about how they navigated the Doug and Julie's breakups while, also
that must have been,
Maybe I feel like there could be a lot of real life catharsis in playing your characters together, so like they could have the conflict on screen,
right?
You can work out all of that,
right?
All of your tension.
She's yelling at him on screen.
Yes.
Poor Bill's like, "That's not in the script."
It's just Susan, you're ad-libbing. What's this about?
Like, leave a wet towel on the bed one more time.
One more time. I love them. One of the flashbacks that I really enjoyed was Bill and was Maggie dancing with him.
I think we might.
You can tell it's Maggie, but that was old footage.
I think moderator Julie might be bringing us some breaking news. Sad breaking news, though. It seems as though Wayne Northrop has passed away.
Oh,
he's the original.
And I mean, 77's not young, but 77's not.
Who is that? I don't know who that
is. The
is.
original Roman.
He was the OG Roman, and he's married to Lynn Herring.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, sorry to bring you such breaking news live on Days for Dummies, but I guess that's great for doing a live show. Wayne Northrop passes away at 77.
He must have had an illness that we just don't aware of.
Well, yeah. Could have been a heart thing too. I don't know. I didn't read any articles. I just saw a confirming headline after Jeannie dropped the bombshell in the chat there. Thank you, Jeannie, for keeping us up to date on that. So, folks, if you're fans of original Roman, now's your chance to remember all of that. Now that's interesting because on the show-wise, we still have a Roman. So we're coming off of two legendary actors who've passed away. We're saying goodbye to one of them now. We're going to say goodbye to another one in short form. But now we've got the original
two actors. Two of the actors who played Roman.
Oh, yeah? Oh, because John played Roman, right? He was
John
Roman until they decided he's not Roman. Because he didn't come on.
He was back from the dead Roman.
Right. And then they Billy Millered him to a degree. And they said, "Oh, you're not Roman after all."
Yeah.
But you did.
Yeah.
But they didn't send him into an air. They didn't send him into an elevator.
No. Bonnie. No. Kayla's gonna. No, is it Bonnie? Somebody's gonna walk into an elevator shaft soon, though.
Yeah.
We saw it on the preview. Yeah. Because Hattie said. So this is what I decided is going on with this story. Okay. Hattie is taking soap plots and turning them real. Tainted Cupcakes, we already been there. She turned it real again. All right.
The meta thing they're doing.
Yeah. Even though this is it's layers meta. It's layered meta because it's already a soap in which soap plots happen, but now somebody is introducing soap plots into the soap opera, but intending them to be soap plots. And the further into the weeds we get with Body and Soul, as fun as it is, as much as it makes me cackle, as much as it makes me smile and laugh and have a great time watching Days of Our Lives, having these actors do wackadoodle crap that they hadn't been up to before, I can see why somebody might decide that somebody has run out of creative flow.
Yeah.
I can see.
That's what I say. 4 or 5 years cap.
I can see
And
it.
they don't necessarily have to fire them, just throw them back down into the, rotate them through the staff.
Sincerely, when it comes to soap jobs, it's pretty much that you did bingo. You know what it is. That thing.
Yeah, the hamster wheel.
Just pull the
of
one
thing,
out.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Ron Cavalardi for the next 3 years.
Right.
Oh, Elizabeth Cordy. Okay, great. You're up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
I know that Matthew agrees with you, Angela, because Matthew has always said head writers should be about 3 years. Then they just lose their creativity.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a passion project baby thing, like Michelle Valjean, for example, running the gates. She's gonna have 5 years of stories because she's been working on this thing for so long. But generally speaking, your new show sucks the first season. It's pretty good 2 or 3, falls apart in season 4, and you just keep watching it until the end out of momentum. That's generally how things go, in my experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Angela agrees, which means I'm right. Just need Chandra in here in the mornings to say, yeah, you're right, Matt. And I just feel great. Poor Deidre. Poor Deidre for what? Oh, because she worked so closely with Wayne and then also was lost. Oh, yeah, you're right. Deidre's just, that's also kind of a thing that happens when you reach a certain age, though, is just
the people around you start.
And then when you're in your 70s and 80s, I think that it increases, in speed. So
absolutely, it starts happening with your friends and family and everyone that you're close to.
So. So, hopefully Deidre's got a great support system, which I'm sure she does.
Yeah.
And she'll be able to get on the other side of whatever feelings she's having. I'm not going to ask her anything, and I don't want to know, honestly. I would like Deidre Hall to remain private in her grief. We want to talk about some gay drama?
What?
You want to talk about some gay drama?
Sure.
So is Javi really Lady Miss Whistleblower, Mother? What do you think? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
I don't think he's Lady Whistleblower. I don't.
No, it's going to turn out to be Fiona.
I could see it not being Hattie, though. I think maybe Hattie has a partner.
What if it's Dimitri? It's Teresa. Boom. It's Teresa. Not Teresa. Gwen. It's Gwen. It's Emily O'Brien. It's Emily O'Brien. That's the whole point.
It's Gwenny.
There we go.
She's messing with her Matty.
Yeah, she's messing with him because of the way that their friendship ended.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he leaves
with her husband.
He leaves the newspaper, and she's like, "Oh, you've left my newspaper, have you? Well, just because you left my newspaper doesn't mean that Lady Whistleblower
did.
Yes. Exactly. That's what it is.
I bet you're right.
Hire me, Rafe and Steve. All right, hire me.
So maybe she's doing all of it. Maybe Hattie's not part of any of this.
Oh, I don't.
Maybe it's Gwenny the entire time.
Hattie might be a part of the cupcake thing, but Lady Whistleblower. Nah, I think that's Gwen. It's too easy to be Javi, says Lara. You're right, Lara. It is too easy to be Javi. What are you thinking of Javi, folks? Let me know in the chat. You like Javi? You like Al Calderon? I think his name is.
Like him?
He's an Instagram star.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a big Instagram guy. And his claim to fame on Instagram, I think, is singing some songs. So I don't know if it's like I don't know what the genre is. I don't want to assume anything. Because it could be country for all I know. I haven't listened to a gosh darn lyric.
Yeah. We'll have to look him up now.
But it's some sort of hip hop thing. I don't know if it's American hip hop or Mexican hip hop, or I don't know exactly what. But there's something that, and he also really enjoys taking his shirt off on Instagram, more so than Taj Bello. So it's interesting. So if you're a fan of that, folks, go check it out. Give him a follow. El Calderon, I believe is his name. Coming into Days of Our Lives, gay as the day is long. I don't know if the actor is, but the character is. Oh my gosh, this is one gay man.
Okay.
He likes himself some dudes. There's no question about it. He's not playing the field on both sides. And he likes himself a Leo Stark.
Yeah, he does. And Leo really likes him too.
Leo really likes everybody that shows him interest, though. I don't know if you've noticed this. I've noticed this. But anytime someone's like, hey, Leo, he's like, he's the love of my life.
Well, yeah, because his mother was such a bitch.
Well, yes. Yes, I remember the last scene.
He's desperate for love, so.
Oh, the scene of him and talking to his mother when she was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
She was so vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a mean bitch.
I'm saying, if, Leo had grown up a girl, she would have ended up a stripper.
Leonora.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Candy. Oh my gosh.
It would be kind of fun to see Javi and Leo have this, relationship that's really, they're doing well. And then here comes Dimitri back in town.
God, I need Dimitri back.
That would be fun.
Matty, I'm gonna go and have some dinner at Blondie's. Would you like to come with me?
But I can tell you who I've decided that I don't like as Dimitri. New character. I'm not digging her at all, and that's that little Joy. I don't like her.
You don't like her, but she's trying to cover her tracks while also telling everybody.
I don't like her. I don't like her.
Listen, she just wants some friends. She wants some friends, and she wants her friends to be the cast of Days of Our Lives. Okay, so she comes in. She gets this job on Home of Heart. She bones Johnny. She lets Alex know what's going on. She's being invited to Thanksgiving by Chanel. She just wants to be friends with the people who are on TV.
I tell you, this is what she had. Joy, I think, and it just seems, it's not like they've never written her this way, but man, Chanel's just so on board to making this girl feel so special and welcome and doesn't want her to be lonely and left out and all that. You know what her sister Lonnie needs to say to Chanel? Girl, I have a bad feeling. You're barking up the wrong tree. This girl ain't your friend.
Yeah.
What's going to keep Eli and Lonnie in town? Because
I know they're not going to leave.
I mean,
maybe not wanting Julie to be alone.
Maybe because Eli. So explain to me. So Eli was adopted into the Horton family.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not blood. He doesn't have a drop of Horton blood. He's not.
I don't think so. No.
Mickey's long lost love child or anything. Lara never saw Dimitri, so she's game. Lara, if you were to see Dimitri and Leo together on screen, they pop and crackle. All right, they're a great duo. They're a lot of fun.
And Dimitri is a gorgeous piece of man.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the men on Days of Our Lives is just cast a spell on these two.
They're very fun, and of course they're funny, but they were a lot of fun. They were a lot of fun, and I just love Leo and Gwen together, though. They're so funny, and I like the character of Gwen more than Teresa because I love her accent, and I like her better as Gwen.
I do too.
Eli is Julie's grandson. No, he is not adopted. His dad is Julie's son, David.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know Julie's son, David. I've never met David. David Horton.
David even still alive?
David Horton.
Maybe,
Julia's son, David's son. Mm-hmm.
But he wouldn't be a Horton, though, right?
Well, isn't she a Horton? Isn't she Julie Horton?
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
David is dead, says Jeannie. TA moderator Jeannie coming to us with the facts. Julie had children. One of those children is Eli's dad. Julie is a Horton. No, Eli was not adopted, confirms Amaya. David is dead. How did David pass away, everybody?
And so who is Eli's mom?
Research Scotty and David Banton. Don't tell me to research something. Sandra, what kind of show do you think this is? Think we come informed? You think we look up stuff in between broadcasts? Goodness
well, we're supposed to be in college, so
I guess I should start doing some Days of Our Lives homework. Julie isn't Olsen. I understand that her last name's Olsen because her mom is a Horton, right? And her dad was Mr. Olsen, but she's still a Horton. She called her grandpa when she stole the shawl, okay? I can't let my parents know. Call my grandpa. I know, I watched it. It wasn't that long ago. There's a video. Mom and I talked about it. Check it out, folks. David Banning. Yes, Julie's a Horton, but her last name would not be Horton because her dad was not a Horton. But she could take the name Horton.
But back then, that didn't really happen that much.
I could have decided I was a Lawless. I could have decided I was a Shannon. I could have decided I was a Mazel. I could have decided I was anything but a Theo. I could have.
You could have.
I could have. All right. I could have gone the Jason Morgan route.
He could have just been Matt, like Sham.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
That's true.
That's good. That's good. The other day, what's his name called me Matthew Ivory Wayans, and I think that I should probably move forward with that. What do you think?
No.
No? No?
Who told you that?
That guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goodness. But she would not name her son
I think
Horton
we'll get
because
some
David
strongly
I get
worded
it,
emails.
I get it. I'm sure the Wayans family would not be happy. I get it, Amaya. I understand how last names work, and she does not carry the Horton last name, but she does carry the Horton blood, and that's what matters.
Yes.
That's what matters.
And then today, you know, there's a likelihood that they might call themselves Horton. But back then, it was more traditional where people were just taking their dad's surname.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The Olsen family. The Olsen Williamses. All right, that's fine. The Olsen Williamses is. But that still makes Eli a Horton.
Yeah, I wonder who his mom was.
I don't know, some lady. Some lady that Doug enjoyed. No, not Doug. David. Some lady that David Banning enjoyed, I guess.
Valerie Grant.
Valerie Grant. Grant. That's the last name.
Eli Grant.
Eli Grant. Valerie Grant. See, he didn't take the last name Banning. See, look at that. Last name's already been thrown out the window. It doesn't matter. And then also at the same time, olden days flashbacks, folks. There was a Grant. There was a Mr. Grant. There was a Mr. Grant who wrote down all of Victor's crimes and hid them in a book. Okay, this book that Victor desperately wants so he can't get caught. But this Mr. Grant, I don't know his first name, but he's already long dead. All right, he's already been dead.
Yeah.
And they did a flashback. They grabbed this actor and they said, hey, we need you back because we're doing a flashback to justify this new character we wrote, and we're going to justify him through your dead butt. So the Grants have been around for a long time. Yeah. That's the point. And I sent Mom a clip a couple of weeks ago, before last week's podcast, actually, of Abe, because I wanted her to see Abe in 1985, and his little brother Theo Classic, as I call him.
Theo Classic, yeah.
Theo Classic, because
That's funny.
Because I think that they're great, and I actually really enjoy Theo Classic, and I'm sorry that I know he's going to die soon.
Probably, huh?
Yeah.
You know, because it's 2024, folks. So if you watch something really old and you're like, oh, that's really interesting, let me look up this actor and the character he played, then they're just going to tell you in the first 3 sentences that, oh, he gets shot and killed by so-and-so. And I'm like, well, dang, now I know that, you know, he's in the middle of his death story right now. That sucks.
Right. And you see this person that you know is the killer coming, you're like, damn
and it kind of ruined it too, because I know who his killer is. And for those who might be, you know, forgotten or you know, spoiler alert, it's Marlena's boyfriend. All right. And that makes me sad because I didn't see that coming, you know. And so there's this whole story being played with Police Chief Cates about him being involved deeper. But you don't see any of that.
What's really funny is that if you don't research any of this, like you don't research the character, if while you're rewatching everything, it's almost like really being spoiler free, because it's, you know what I mean? Because there's no magazines, you're not going to really see a tweet that ruins anything.
Exactly. So all of this, like, I didn't know any of this until I'm like, well, let me look up this actor who plays Theo Classic, because I enjoy him. I think he's good. Well, I think he's charming. He's got a lot of energy. And I'm like, and I'm like, oh, okay. So he get pulled into town because of Savannah Wilder and her drug ring that she's doing out of her video thing, which is the story I'm watching. Okay, great. And then he gets killed by the corrupt police chief, John Cates, or whatever his name is. And I'm like,
yeah. And you're like, damn it. Yeah.
Well, I didn't see that coming on the Marlena side. I didn't see that coming on the Marlena side at all. Gosh darn it. And now I'm just waiting until it happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, the best way to watch Days with the family is with a family tree for sure, because a lot of people are related in a lot of ways.
It is true. We're always asking the professor, well, who is this person and who were they married to, and how did this happen?
Oh my gosh. Laura's with us though. Laura says this is why I I don't want to know spoilers. It ruins things. You're right, Laura. It does.
We're not Matthew and I are not spoilerific either.
No, but Angela sends me GH teases though on the Twitter box.
On the breakdowns, yeah.
I feel very teased. I do. And then I get excited because there's character names that crop up. Like Laura's going to be on 3 times next week, folks.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
there were 26 characters named in next week's breakdowns.
Well, a couple of weeks ago on our GH podcast for it was the week of Sam's death.
Mm-hmm.
Every character on General Hospital was featured.
Yeah.
Over 30 cast members had time to react and talk about and lament and share a story about Sam. The entire cast of characters.
Oh, it's weird for that many, I think, to be mentioned in the breakdowns, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously they're going to be on, but it's weird that so many. I was reading those breakdowns going, Jesus.
Yeah, so it's action-packed.
Especially when you consider some people had more than one. Jason had more than one on the same day.
Isn't that wild?
Mm-hmm.
Got lots of fun stories happening over in General Hospital. Can't wait to talk about those at 11. Did you guys hear about Wade Northrup? Yes.
You know what? One thing I really love this week?
Keeping us on track.
I love the fact that we got 5 episodes of Days of Our Lives.
That was wonderful.
Again, this week has been one where I've been saying, the soaps all need to go to streaming.
Yeah. Then we can actually have Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving. You know, like, I love the fact that Days of Our Lives did the holiday. I'm not sure the other soaps did or are. But Days of Our Lives, because they have 5 episodes.
It's supposed to be Thanksgiving in Port Charles on Monday.
Okay, great.
Monday is the same day as yesterday, or Friday, or Wednesday.
So maybe Tuesday.
All last week was the same day. Monday is that same day. I think Tuesday might be a new day.
So over in Port Charles, it went from Halloween night to the day after Halloween night to Ava's trial, which was 2 days after Halloween, to now we're in Thanksgiving. Soap timelines, I love it. But over here in Salem, we had 3 days of Thanksgiving, and it's because we had 5 days of episodes. And we got all kinds of great, fun, heartwarming Thanksgiving before all of our hearts were ripped out of our chests.
Right, we did. And we got Sarah. We got Sarah.
Sarah, let's do it again, Sarah. Now that your legs are working
Sarah
again,
is up
Sarah.
on her feet.
Well, how come she didn't have to do 6 weeks with a physical therapist?
Because it's a soap opera.
I don't know.
Unrealistic.
It's unrealistic, Ma. She was bedridden for months, okay? She needs physical therapy.
It's supposed to be unrealistic.
Well, she was cured by a serum. She didn't just wake up from a coma. I think that's the big thing. Like, the serum rebuilt her leg muscles.
That doesn't happen.
Oh, my gosh. No, yeah, Sarah's up and around, ready to do the jitterbug, man. I love it. I love it. I know.
She's already going to chase Victoria, right?
I cannot deal with this I cannot suspend this disbelief on my soap opera.
I'm looking forward to her, like, setting her wheelchair on fire, you know, just ceremoniously burning it away.
That's not a bad idea.
That'd be fun. And then Xander could beat the crap out of it with a bat.
Right.
Taking my wife's ability to walk. This is for you, Mother.
And the best part is Brady can walk freely around town with no one trying to beat on him.
But there's Kristen.
Is that really the best part, though?
But then there's Kristen hiding behind every single Christmas decoration in Horton Town Square going, Brady, Brady, Brady.
I think Brady and Ava are going to make each other feel better soon.
I don't know. I feel like Kristen's going to have to bash him over the head.
Is it going to be naked feeling better?
Yep. I think it's going to be naked feeling better soon.
because Kristen's already made some really poor choices when it comes to convincing Brady to hop into the sack with her. Hopefully she can be a little more honorable this time around.
Angela, I was saying last week, I actually felt bad for Kristen.
Yeah.
She did all of that stuff for Brady, and Brady was like, thanks, and then gave her a high five and walked away.
Yeah. Pretty much.
She was like, what? I did it for you, Brady, for you. For you, my man.
I know that she's going to come out of that mad as a hatter.
Oh, God, he will regret it because he gets these little victories over her, but he's dumb.
Brady's just a big old dummy.
He is.
I knew you were going to be something special when I replaced your ice cream on the t-ball field, Brady.
Yeah. He will make him pay.
He might get himself, I don't know, Kristen might send him over a whole X-Lax pie, not just a cupcake. A whole X-Lax pie.
Brady needs a good woman for a change, says Jeannie. I don't know if he can attract a good woman.
I don't think he finds good women interesting.
Listen, if you're not making me run in circles and try to figure it out, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want a complicated woman.
I think he kind of likes Ava because he knows that she's not all the way good.
If I'm not going to regret having a kid with you, I don't want to be a part of you.
Right?
Okay. If you get pregnant and I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? I don't want it. All right.
Right. Maybe he needs to stay with the whole Fiona age group.
I know, right? He's not going to knock her up. Yeah.
It's impossible at this point. Oh gosh. Oh goodness gracious.
Can you imagine Xander? You have a baby brother coming.
Oh gosh. With Brady, my cousin.
With Brady, right? Yeah.
Let's see. We didn't get any of the children. Like we got Thomas and Charlotte's names being shouted offset. No blood, no mud. I like that from Chad. I thought that was good.
No blood, no mud. Yeah, I like it.
No blood, no mud. Keep your coats on.
Yeah.
Get this parenting thing down.
But the seniors in high school. I don't think we got any Leo and Sophia and Holly. Nothing that I can recall. Nothing that was noteworthy.
We didn't get too much of that.
Oh,
but it looks like
Kat, Chad, JJ, and Gabby are running off.
Mm-hmm. They are.
They're going to do a little Kyle-clad Western caper. Now, when it comes down to it, I can't think of any two people that look more like Chad and Kat than JJ and Gabby. Like, you put those four, you cannot tell those four people apart.
Well, she can borrow Teresa's wig or something.
That's or something. Because even then, ever since Kat is not Abigail anymore, she's totally changed her hair. Well,
she can't afford a blowout anymore. She don't have to know.
So now it's all money.
Yeah. She can't get no blowout all the time now.
She didn't have the money for it to begin with. Unless Chad was paying for him. I've been held captive for over a year, Chad. You don't understand how important these blowouts are to me.
Exactly.
I have to get them every 3 days. It just helps me feel like I'm me.
It makes me feel
again.
normal.
It makes me feel like I'm me. So, I really don't know how this is going to work out for them because I don't even know what the plan is. So they're supposed to go to this place and do what? Do we even know? They're just supposed to go to this place because Clyde said, go here.
I know.
And I'll tell you where she's at. See, now, this is Chad. You're an idiot. All right. We were just talking about how dumb Brady is, Chad. You're even stupider. All right. And you're a Demira.
A bit stupider.
And you are a Demira. Okay. But Brady is John Black's kid. John Black will put a blindfold on and run into danger. Okay. We expect this sort of stupid shit from Brady, not from you, Chad. Okay.
Doing the best he can.
Oh gosh, run your darn newspaper.
Well, in the end, though, they're going to find a very alive Abigail, and they're going to find a very alive Katerina too.
Just tied up together.
Eventually, they'll find them.
And bad news, Chad, they've fallen in love.
There you go.
We've become very good friends.
Bad news, Chad.
We thought it was going to be the only.
And while they're on their caper, JJ and Gabby will have a part 2.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Just Gabby and everybody. JJ and Gabby, EJ and Gabby. She just like those 2-letter guys. That's what it is.
2-letter guys.
She likes those 2-letter guys. Stay away, J.R. Chandler. TJ Ashford. I feel sorry for Sophia when Tate called out Holly's name. But you know what? These young, dumb, impressionable children have plenty of time to get over it.
Now, listen to you, Matt. Listen to that.
Are you don't think I'm being sensitive enough?
No. I think you have to put yourself in her shoes a little bit, when you're, of course, you can say now, oh yeah, you were an idiot, but put yourself in her little 17-year-old brain and body.
I shouldn't. I really, really, really shouldn't. I don't think that the law would be on my side for that one. Abigail and Katerina. Yeah, tied up together. Sophia, you're gonna have to just find another dude. Sophia, don't continue to chase after Tate, please. Please, Sophia. Do yourself a favor and stop listening to Ava.
Yeah, right.
Well, stop listening to Ava. Immediately.
But, well, I think that's really kind of true to life sometimes. It's like this teenage girl cannot speak to her mother. Oh, yeah. Her mother is not a safe place.
No, she's going to talk to my cool rock and roll aunt who works in the bistro.
Exactly, kind of thing. Exactly. They will tell me the truth. Don't just tell me I'm stupid and get over it.
Young drama, gay drama, straight drama, old
but
drama.
What I was happy with Sophia.
Yes.
She put the kibosh on that.
Yeah.
There are some 17-year-old young women out there that would have let that go and just said, okay, insult me some more or give me another.
Right? Yeah.
Do you think Chanel is like that? Where she's like, okay, so insult me some more, give me another? Because she's already like, well, Johnny's just stupid. You have to understand that he's just a dumb boy.
She's not wrong.
He doesn't know what he's saying. He just called me a really dirty word. You got to get over it,
Paulina
Mom.
was more mad about it than she was.
Right?
She was.
Well, I mean, a mother's going to be.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah.
Not only she want to tell Johnny off, she want to tell EJ off too.
She should just tell the whole world off. All right. We just need to get Paulina Broadcasting System, where anytime she's got something to say, she just breaks in through the airwaves.
Yeah. We'd be better off.
Jennifer slapping Kat was fun, says Amaya. So, hey, was there drama between Jennifer and Eli in real life? Because I remember reading something about them being drama between those actors in real life, and then it was spilled on screen. You could tell how uncomfortable Eli was sharing the screen with her, and I don't know if I saw that. Angela doesn't know. I guess it must not have been real.
Well, I mean, she's expressed problematic views.
That's Melissa Reeves, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Problematic views, like I voted conservative.
And Matt,
more than worse.
She married to Scott Reeves, right?
Yes.
Lars, right?
Stephen Lars. Yeah. And they've been married for a long time.
Well, look at all this soap love.
They're actually grandparents.
Oh, this soap love.
Grandparents. They've been married a long time.
Okay, well, when's their grandkid going to start doing soaps?
They have a couple of them now, right? A couple grandkids.
I
think the whole family should do soaps. Just the Reeves family. So she's had some unpopular views that she has expressed, which are not in alignment with the actor who played Lamont Archie, I think his name is, that don't align with his point of view. And I guess there might have been some contention at some point, according to social media.
She's probably MAGA.
I don't know.
She is.
See, we can't just make stuff up about people like that. We can't just call people MAGA, right? Because it's a dangerous thing to call them.
She is, though.
I said probably. I didn't say she was.
Well, I know, but still.
Oh, she
We'll get to the bottom of it.
On the anti-Black Matters or Black Lives Matter. She was an anti-Black Lives Matter. Yeah,
I see. She was an All Lives Matter.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Well, Hey, because I was reading that and then I watched the scene and I'm like, I don't see what it is that this person was commenting on. I don't see this man swallowing his words or hiding his hate in his eyes or anything for this other person.
Yeah.
So I think people see things that aren't there because they just want to see it.
They constantly make stuff up that isn't real, and they insert how they feel into what it is that they're seeing on TV and just saying, well, the actors are feeling this too. When all I saw was a couple of professionals up there doing their jobs, whatever opinion they might have about each other or what each other thinks isn't what Eli thinks about Jennifer, and it isn't what Jennifer thinks about Eli. And that's who they are when they're on screen like that. They're not Lamont and whatever her name is.
Melissa.
So,
yeah,
she's MAGA.
So I don't think Jack and Jennifer are going to be sticking around very long in Salem, though.
No.
They're going to take off again, right?
Yeah, they're going to do Thanksgiving and be all concerned about this whole Kat and JJ and Chad thing, and then they'll leave town.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, and then be there for Bill's. Too.
Right. I wonder who's going to stick around because I like this though. All right, last thing to just kind of talk about because we've been going on for a long time now. We touched on it briefly before, but Bo's little hand moving when Hope squoze it. I mean, that is a big Days of Our Lives moment. I think. Because that's Bo moving.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the suggestion that man's going to wake up.
Yes.
He's going to wake up, and you know what? He's going to be able to, and some folks won't like it, but he's going to not have any muscle atrophy. He's going to jump up on his feet and have a good time.
Yeah.
He's going to get up and do a Doug Williams song and dance number.
Exactly. He might do the soft show. Yes.
I appreciate it. I loved it. Because it's pretty much the same thing that we saw on that other show. One person passes away and the other person wakes up from it. But it was pretty much the same thing, but done very differently. Very much from a, I really need you right now, Bo. And I just, like, the idea of true love is just a beautiful thing. And I love the idea that there's no stronger magic than true love itself. It's something that we learned in Once Upon a Time, folks. It can break any curse, including the curse of coma.
Sure.
Including the curse of coma. So I love to see, when true love overpowers all, or, I really need you, Bo, and then his little hand moves. It's just such stupid, unrealistic, never in real life nonsense that I just absolutely love.
I'm sorry. Anybody who's watching a soap opera for their medical knowledge, you're better off Googling your symptoms. And that's a bad idea.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't recommend Googling anything because you're going to all be scared because everything has
it's cancer. It's a tumor. It's Oh God.
Oh my God. So it could be just the sniffles, or it could be the beginning of leukemia.
Oh. Right, exactly. This is either nothing or you're dying.
Yes. Sandra says that he'll jump onto his motorcycle. Bo will. He'll jump onto his motorcycle with Hope holding on. First thing he does.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't know what they would do. I don't know what those two characters would do.
So
but
more than likely, they're going to show up in Salem next week, though.
I don't know about them together.
Oh, I bet they do.
Do you think he's just gonna pop his eyes open?
He's gonna pop his eyes open. He's gonna have no ill effects from being asleep for so long. He's gonna jump up. He's gonna get online. Gonna get a plane ticket. He's got to go home.
And I support the narrative.
Me too. More Bo and Hope, everybody. More Bope in Days of Our Lives. It makes Days of Our Lives feel like Days of Our Lives.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
And Samuel,
somebody who has never watched Days of Our Lives with a regular Bo and Hope on it.
I got a little smattering of 1985 in there.
I know.
Well, I mean, gosh, just the entire cast of
and Sammy's going to come home too.
I'm so excited about Sammy coming home.
Yeah, lots of big exciting things coming up in 2025 for Days of Our Lives fans. We just got to get there.
Well, in the meantime, next week we have something exciting coming up for Days of Our Lives fans.
Oh, yeah. If you're a big time fan of Brian DiTillo, sexiest man alive, Brian DiTillo, Sexy soap star in 2024, Brian Datillo.
Mm-hmm.
Playgirl's own, Brian Datillo.
So what are we going to do next week? Are we going to go on at 9 o'clock at all?
Might as well. It's those GH watchers that are going to have to suffer.
Well. I know. The GH ones were...
No, we don't suffer enough. Just kidding.
What we going to do GH next week, Matt?
I don't know. We'll just talk about it later. You know, I would love to dominate the 12 o'clock time slot with the GH interview, but those actors are really hard to get for some reason.
All right.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, she knows. She knows. I don't know what it is about GH. It's the exclusive. It's the exclusivity.
I know what it is about GH. It's the gatekeeper.
It's the exclusivity of it all. They want it to seem like talking to a GH star is a very exclusive thing. So they just don't hand them out like that.
Yeah.
It makes an interview with a GH star very important. And we're not important enough.
And hard to get.
We ain't important enough yet, ladies. I don't know what it is we're going to have to do. I don't know if it's going to be a need a break or a bribe to leave, but we got to figure it out.
We're going to figure it out.
We got to figure it out. We've kidnapped Ken Schreiner. That's why Scotty Baldwin isn't on, because I have him in the closet. And we're not going to return you a Ken Schreiner until we get more GH interviews. Peter will be on next year. Peter Reckle? Peter Reckle, who plays Bo Brady? Well, let's find out. Let's find out by staying tuned to Days of Our Lives, folks. Continue to watch it. It was still highly rated on the on my top 10 list on Peacock the other day, and I was happy to see that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Continue to stream it, folks. Now that either means that Days of Our Lives is doing really well, or Peacock ain't got nothing to offer. One of the two.
I think it's the first one, because Peacock is not shabby.
Yeah.
No, I think that the people who still really enjoy network broadcast television, I think still get a lot of enjoyment out of an app like Peacock. Especially if you enjoy older stuff. Like I think they got like the old Matlocks and stuff on there too. You know, like my grandma Lou, she loves Jag.
Yeah, she does.
You know, she could watch Jag reruns all the time, and that's what she would do. Something about Jag. I don't know, probably because of the Air Force.
Navy.
Wouldn't be surprised.
You were so close.
Is it the Navy?
Jag is the Navy, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the Air Force.
No, Jag is the Judge Advocate General. It's the Navy.
But I could see her liking it for that reason, too. She's military. She is.
Strangely enough. All right, folks. Get out of class. You're dismissed. The homework... I don't know, swing for the fences or something.
Always.
Be ready for next week with Ryan.
Yes. Submit any questions.
Yeah,
you can
send some
DM
questions.
or post questions that you want us to ask him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go. See, Angela's smart about these sort of things. I'm not. I was just ready to turn the dang thing off. Just, go, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Liked this video if you had a great time. Like this video if you didn't have a great time. Like this video if you like Days of Our Lives. Like this video if you like Days of Our Lives in 1985, but don't really like it now. But like this video no matter what's going on. Like it anyway. Thanks.
Good Lord.
Screen talker.
Oh, look, it's Santa Dad.
Oh, look, sexy Santa came by.
Oh,
look at that.
Look at the Egg McMuffin.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Ho, 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 everybody. Daddy T dropping off an Egg McMuffin from my mama. All right, that's
There's
it.
my sexy Santa.
Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment with questions you want us to ask Brian Datillo next week at 12 Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, live right here on this channel you're watching right now.
I got a breakfast jack, y'all.
Oh my gosh, it's even better. It's a breakfast jack. We'll see you in about half an hour for some GH talk. Check out Angela tomorrow night over on Suds and the Squared Circle Media channel for her GH chatter with Vinny. They also did a special last Friday, I think it was.
We did.
Covering GH as well. So, lots of GH talk over there. Plus, you can hang out on the Suds channel for all sorts of different other, like, this Dockside by the Bay and the Studio City firework extravaganza.
Angela.
All sorts of wrestling crap. All sorts of stuff on there. And while you're clicking around and enjoying what people offer on YouTube when it comes to stuff that you like listening to people talk about things that you enjoy, in grammatically correct ways, unlike here, live on Days for Dummies. There's JLJ Media. Okay. There's Queers and Soaps.
Yep.
Right. There's like a Pier 54 somewhere. I don't know if Sunday Shift is still a thing, but that was a thing once upon a time. Go check that out.
It was.
And I'm going to be, if you're looking for spoiler articles, after I sign off here, Tony and I are going to be doing the weekly spoiler articles for all 4 soaps on pettyprattle.com. So give us a follow on Twitter, and those will be all on there. And yeah.
Gosh, Petty Prattle heating up once again, folks.
That all sounds good.
Pettyprattle.com. Give us a follow on all the socials, 10th Floor GH or 10th Floor Podcast. Just search around. That's it. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And I've been Angela with Matt and Kat.
See you in a little bit. Swing for the fences with more pizzazz this time, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.